back to Fixing It Up with Sandra. In case you're new here, I'm Sandra, and today I'm gonna do something that I thought I would have done a lot sooner. Today I'm gonna give you a tour of my shop, what's called Fixing It Up with Sandra, and show you what I have been doing behind the scenes when I'm not at home doing tutorials. This is where I'm at. And I want to hopefully inspire you to be able to do the same thing. This all completely happened by just a fluke. It was not even something that I prepared for. And I can hear Coco over there. She's like rolling around in her bed. We just got to the shop. It's a cold, rainy day. But yeah, so let me just give you a little backstory on this real quick. I was if you've been following me, you know that I was a waitress prior to the pandemic, and then the pandemic started, it happened, and I lost my job as a waitress at one of the most popular restaurants here in town. And I say lost, actually we had to shelter in place. I did go back for a month in June, and my anxiety was like through the roof. I could not handle that job, and nor was it the same. And I live in a really small town, so I decided, that I needed to figure something out. And the only thing that was really helping me get through my anxiety was creating on different levels, And so I started, selling the candles off my porch, and then eventually ended up into a vendor mall when things started to open up. A vendor mall is where, you're under the umbrella of a business owner, and it's kind of like, and this doesn't even do it justice, but it's like a glorified indoor yard sale, because people can rent spots, they can put whatever they want, and then you don't have to have a business license or anything like that, because you're functioning under the owner of the entire business. So, and then for me, for example, they paid me once a month, and then yes, I had to pay taxes on that money at the end of the month. I was kind of like a contractor, but I really learned a lot. It was a great stepping stone for business. It showed me what people in my town are looking for, how to create product that is sellable, how to do so many things. So it was such a great learning experience. And I did that for a year. And I was doing a bunch of other things, which allowed me to meet other business owners. And so I became friends with a local business owner, and she was moving out of this location. And by now it is, late into the summer, and I was already pulling away. Not only did I have my spot, but I also was working inside of the vendor mall. I was the one cashier for all the vendors. I would take care of any transactions and whatnot. But I had gone down to 1 day a week because I was doing the farmer's market, which I really, really enjoyed. It's a whole nother experience. I loved being right there when people wanted to talk about my product and whatnot. It was incredible. And I can go more in depth if you guys are interested about being in a vendor mall or be doing the farmer's market, that kind of stuff. And then I was at the farmer's market one day, and this friend was like, yeah, I'm gonna be moving out of my store location, and we're gonna be moving into a bigger spot, and I think you should open a store. And from that conversation to the day that I opened the doors was a 2-week period, meaning I had to figure out how to do a business license, figure out how to run a business, figure out how to buy inventory, figure out everything about a business. And it was insane. It has been insane. And of course, this was October 22nd that I opened my doors, and it was holiday season shopping. And so everything happened so fast that now I'm still trying to okay, now what do we do? Now what are the actual steps that you do to start a business? But I've had so much fun, which is incredible. So that's what I want to show you guys. I want to take you around, show you what I've been doing, inspire you if this is something that you have thought about. Again, I can go more in depth, but let me just show you what I have been doing. And when you see me do those tutorials, here's where I'm bringing that product to sell. So Let's take a look around. Okay, so this is like my home away from home. This is where I spend a lot of my time. And so I try to make it as comfortable and cozy as possible without losing the store vibe. So I've got a lot of greenery around. I've got my plants from home here. And so I just want it to feel as welcoming as possible because here's where I spend the most of my time. So I want this to be a place that everybody wants to come to and that I want to spend, 8+ hours a day in. So here is my wall of candles. We built this shelf, and let me just say, my boyfriend did build all of the displays, like this beautiful wooden display right here. He built it. I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, we need that. And then, so we built this shelf, here as well. But this is, where this is my candle section so far. And things keep changing in here. So this could become something completely different later on. You never know. But the great thing about this shop is that this is a blend of everything. Like I have a bunch of retail and I am a candy person. So I had to bring in this brand called Candy Club. I absolutely love them. And yes, you can buy this stuff. I do have a website. I'm jumping all over the place. I have a website where you can shop online too. But I had to have a little bit of sweets. I also am a huge, huge thrifter. So let's turn the camera. It's a little bit of handcrafted products like my candles, my bath bombs, my soaps. But it's also mixed with a bunch of stuff that I find thrifting that I bring here to the store. And then I've learned how to shop retail. So it's a little bit of everything. I want to say there's something for everybody in here and there's so much to look at. And the great thing is that it's always changing. There's always something new. Here's where I bring all of my fabulous wreaths and I sell them here. I'm not real big on shipping them only because I don't have the required packaging for them. So I do have a few, but I don't want to ship them. Let me just say that I don't want to. But as you can see here, my boyfriend made this ladder. I just want to make it fun, cozy, welcoming, all the things. I've got my wall of wax melts that I love to make, and you'll be seeing a bunch of wax melt tutorials coming up. I have so many ideas and tutorials that I can't wait to film, and it sucks that I have to be here, for a majority of it, because I would love to be doing nothing but filming tutorials. I have a bunch of cool novelty products right there, some fun puzzles down there, but this is just a blend of everything, and I'm such a holiday person that I love to bring in the holiday vibes, even if it's just a little tiny bit. It's my thing. I want holiday. And then here is my other cute Easter wreath. Now this tutorial, all the wreaths that you see in here have a tutorial on my YouTube channel. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if I want to sell that one, but that one is also on YouTube as well. But as you can see, this is what I've been working so hard on. And like I said, I am constantly changing things in here because I threw this thing together, and then now that I have a moment, I'm like, okay, how do I really want it? So this is just a little tour. And then here's where my bath bomb station is and my soap station. I, as you can tell, am becoming obsessed with bath bombs and soaps. And so I can't wait to have a whole full section. This whole wall is going to be lined with bath bombs and whatnot. And as I show you around, I want you to be inspired because this is a unique kind of a store. It's like I said, it's thrifted. It's a lot of thrifted stuff in here. It's a lot of handcrafted products. It's a lot of retail. It's just a blend of everything. And you can totally do something like this. And I used to hate when people would say, oh, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because there'll be times where I'm like, I can't do this. I know you're saying that if I can do it, anybody can, but I can't. And now I'm saying it to you guys. If I can do this, you guys can do this. Because it was a hell of a lot easier than I thought it would be. It does take a lot of hard work, but not in the sense that it was the hard work that was unattainable, because this was a lot of just flying by the seat of my pants, trusting the process. and just being brave enough to do it. And so if you are in this space where you're like, I think I could do something like this, do it. Because it's, again, just like having a baby, you will not be fully prepared until you're not going to know everything until you're actually in it. Because there are things that I am learning every single day. And there are things that I'm like, oh, I should not have done that, or I should have done that, or maybe next time, or oh my gosh, I just thought of this. There's so much that happens when you're in it, so don't overthink it. Don't psych yourself out of this, because this is a beautiful thing to do. And who knows how long this lasts. If this lasts, hopefully it'll last, many years to come. But if it lasts 2, 5, 10 years, I am not going to be sad about it, because this is just, maybe I'm meant for bigger and better things after this. Who knows? But this is definitely something that I'm embracing in the moment. I'm loving it. And let me continue to take you on a tour of a lot of the thrifted items that I just absolutely love to go shopping for. Okay, so none of this is thrifted right here, but it's my favorite little section. I wish I could take all of this home, but this is my cool thrifted section, and it's actually littered throughout the store. This is not the thrifted section because some of this stuff is brand new, but here are some really cool hand towels that I made. It's just like the treasure hunting that I just love about this store. People come in and they're like, there's so much to look at. I don't even know where to begin. And I'm like, that's the beauty of this place. I want you to feel that when you come in here. I want you to get excited about what's new. What have I gone shopping for? And that I brought here because it's so much fun. And there's like one of, so you're not going to grab something that somebody else has, which is, again, another great thing. I love treasures. So this is the shop. And then of course I have my custom shirts and bags. You got to have a 50% off section. So I have that in store. And there's the wreath that I made a couple weeks ago. I love it. And this is where I've been. This is my home away from home. So when you see me on Instagram or doing a clip on YouTube, here's where I'm at. And, I don't have it all figured out at all. I do not have this figured out at all. But I get up every single day and I continue on. I keep trying. I keep, learning new things, and I keep having fun. And look at this. I am right across the street from the museum, which is absolutely gorgeous. And it's a rainy day today, it's so beautiful. I love the smell of rain after it's been warm. But this is it. And I love to decorate the window. St. Patty's Day, I didn't have too much to do to put in the window, but Easter, we're gonna get real creative. But here it is. This is the store. And I have to show off the palette wall because I get so many questions and compliments about it. This was an easy thing to do. We just found some palettes and then nailed them to the wall and put some hooks on here. I absolutely love it. I love this wall. And I had a bunch of blankets on there, but I've been moving them around. But yeah, and then of course I did the door by myself with my Cricut machine, because why not? So here is home, sweet home. I absolutely love this place. And I can't wait to show pictures in a time lapse where you see the beginning, and how it's just transitioned into what it is today. Another great thing about having my own little business is that I get to bring my cocoa beans to work. It's cold, so we got a sweater on, and she's on her heated blanket. And now it's time to go back to sleep for just a little bit. She has to get up early with us, and you can clearly see she's not a fan of it. So she's on her warm little blanket, but I love that I get to bring her to work. And another great thing is that I have set up my wax melt station here. I have my Cricut machine. So when I'm here and in between customers, I'm able to still create. Hopefully I can maybe do some tutorials in here. That would be awesome, because then I can kill two birds with one stone, right? But yes, this is when I'm like, I can't, I'm like, the shop has been crazy busy. I'm just gonna adjust this real fast. The shop has been crazy busy, or I'm just exhausted. This is where my time and energy has been, because I know I took a hiatus for what, like a month, maybe a month and a half. And this is what it was. And so I thought that I had like brought you guys in the shop, showed you guys around, but somebody pointed out, they're like, we haven't seen your shop yet. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini tour. And if you guys have any questions on how to do this, I'm no expert, but I'll tell you what, I know how to get a business started. So, and I'll tell you how to do it by the seat of your pants, because that's all I know how to do. And I will let you know the mistakes that I made, all of the things. So let me know if you have any questions regarding that, and then let me know what you think of the shop. I'm so curious. I would love to hear what you guys think, because you guys are the ones that like got me inspired to do this kind of stuff. I mean, seriously, I have product to put in here because you guys are asking for tutorials. I mean, this is just another chapter in my pandemic story, because in all honesty, if the pandemic hadn't happened, this would not have happened the way it did, and probably not for another 5 years, who knows. But I am so proud of this shop and what I was able to accomplish. And it is okay to toot your own horn. Toot, toot, honk, honk, beep, beep. I am all about it. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your comments. What caught your eye in here? Let me know. I'm so excited, and that you guys finally got to see this thing. And like I said, maybe one day we'll do a craft in here when it gets a little warmer, because right now it's a little chilly. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you again in my next tutorial.